Hi, my name's John Haroff. It's actually pronounced hair off, just for reference sake. That's not how it's spelled, but that's how it's pronounced. And I want to talk to you about a program that I've put together that is, I call the Durable Skills Learning Journey. First, I want to give you an idea of why this is so necessary in today's market, especially for college students, high school students thinking about getting into career, and then early career individuals. There was a study of almost 1,000 major corporations, and 1 in 6 companies in that study were hesitant to hire recent college graduates. Of that group, 75% report that all or some of the recent college graduates that they hired were unsatisfactory. And 9 out of 10 of the hiring managers say that recent college grads should undergo etiquette training. So there's a big gap here in people that are completing their degrees, that are moving into the workforce, that just aren't offering, or they don't possess yet what companies need. Here's where durable skills come in. You may not have heard that word before, so let me explain a little bit of what I mean by durable skills versus perishable skills. Durable skills are those transferable abilities that will go with you, that they'll help in the job that someone's looking for, the job that they're in. They'll help them as they move into a promotion or even as they move to future careers. They're those things that remain with them across roles and industries and throughout time. The things that we often think of are common sense, maybe, that people should just know: communication, critical thinking, and those kinds of things. Perishable skills, on the other hand, are those things that are necessary for a particular job, but as society changes, AI, for instance, has made a lot of jobs obsolete, or will in the future, in the near future. And so those skills are perishable. Programming skills are another good example of this. A language that you could program 10 years ago isn't what's used now, so that skill isn't as valuable now and you have to learn a new one. Or as you move to a new career, you have to relearn skills. Those are the skills that we normally think of that are trained, but the durable skills are the ones that get missed. And those are the ones that are most sought after by corporations. So it's very important for us to train young people and early career employees in these skills to make them more effective and more valuable in their roles. This is the top 10 reasons why these corporations have listed that the college graduates haven't been successful. Now, I have it in a graph I'm going to show you. Don't pay as much attention to the graph as what the differences are. What you're going to see here is there's 10 skills. Only 2 of them are perishable skills, and the other 8 are durable skills. So these are the reasons why people haven't been successful. Let me show you what I mean. The lack of relevant work experience and insufficient technical skills, those are perishable skills. But the rest of them, lack of motivation, lack of professionalism, poor organization skills, poor communication skills, all of those kinds of things are durable skills. They're the things that these young workers are coming into the workforce lacking, and that's causing this big gap in what's needed for these employees to be successful and for the return on investment to happen. What happens is a lot of these young workers are coming and they're seeing these blocks in front of them, but they don't know what they are. They know they're having a hard time finding a job. They know they're having a hard time finding the career that they really want or moving up in the business that they're working in, but they don't know what it is. And what I want to do is kind of lift that curtain and show them what's going on. The things that they're missing, the things that the organizations are seeing is this lost productivity of having to retrain them in things that they feel like they should already know. Things like just how to answer the phone, good customer service, the increased training costs. If people leave an organization or if they get fired because they're insufficient, that increase in training costs, the high turnover, poor teamwork, miscommunication, all of these things are the blocks that are in the way. And if we can teach these early career workers how to navigate this and help them improve in these areas, that will not only benefit them, but it's going to benefit the corporations. When you look at the cost of replacing an early career employee, it's around 50% of their yearly salary. So anytime there's turnover, it costs the corporation money because they have to retrain somebody, because it takes a while for them to get back on board. They have to go through the same processes. The hiring process slows things down, loss of productivity. So it really helps a corporation's ROI if they can hold on to the people that they have and prepare them to be more efficient and effective employees. And another thing that we've seen, LinkedIn did a poll, and they found that 94% of the employees say they'd stay longer at a company that invests in their learning and development. So it's not that these early career employees don't care, it's that they don't know. And they really do want to learn. They just haven't been taught. The way society is, there's a whole bunch of reasons for this that we don't need to cover right now. But they're coming in without these skills, but they want to learn them. And if a company will teach them these skills and train them and mentor them, they're going to have company loyalty, which is very valuable and hard to come by in today's society. So what's the problem? There's this gap between where these early career employees are and where the corporations are, the businesses that are trying to hire them, that are bringing them on. There's this gap that's there that's missing, that didn't used to be there 15, 20 years ago, but it's increased over time. And I believe that what bridges that gap is durable skills. If we can train employees in these durable skills, we can help them to advance and move forward in their careers. So what I've done is I did a study on hundreds of different durable skills, soft skills, however you want to label those. And I found that they kind of fall into 4 general categories. So I've developed my training based on these 4 categories. The first one is high moral character. You see, I have this set up kind of as a pie plate. There's 3 pieces of pie, but high moral character is the pie plate itself. Without that, these other ones really have nothing to stand on, nothing to funnel them and to help them. So I spend a lot of time talking about high moral character, what it is and how to develop it. The next one is having a growth mindset. So we delve into what that means and how to improve the mindset. The third one is critical thinking. And then the final one is leadership. So these are the 4 categories of durable skills that we look at in this training. So when you consider your next steps, what I'm proposing is a learning journey to walk individuals through this process. The first phase of this journey is a durable skills orientation where it's offered either in person or virtual, but it's one where we work hand in hand together with the individuals in that cohort. And that's a 4-hour workshop that's very experientially based. It's not just a lot of teaching on what these are and how to do it. There's a lot of activities and interaction with that. And then after that phase 1, I've created an online course that covers these materials from a different perspective and allows them to personalize them in their work life and their daily life. And my recommendation is, after the first phase, we give them access to phase 2, and they have a month to work through those course materials. So they don't rush through them, but they take the time. There's a lot more activities in there, personal reflection and journaling time, so that they can really absorb this. Because what I found is a lot of times when people go to a workshop, even if it's great, they leave there and quickly forget what it was about. This will allow them some time to let this marinate and to work with it and bring it into their own life. And then phase 3, we come back together and do just a 2-hour wrap up to kind of talk about what they've learned, how they've changed, how they've been able to involve these techniques in their life. So one cohort works through all of these together. And so if you'd like some more information on that, you can contact me at john@johnharoff.com, or give me a call, and I'd be happy to kind of work with you and see what we can do that would fit for your organization. And with that, I just want to thank you for your time and have a great day.